Alrighty, so what I'm going to have a volunteer do is match the boy. I'm going to have a list on the PowerPoint, and I'm going to have you match the terms to the actual body parts. So here we go. So you have the foreskin, the penis, the urethra, the scrotum, the seminal vesicles, prostate gland, testicles, bladder, and then the vas deferens. Now, these are all parts of a boy's body. So you might hear these terms being floated around. And if you don't know necessarily what all of them mean, that is okay. It's just something that you learn about more as you're developing into a young man and you're getting to go through puberty. So, Mr. Robert, will you go ahead and start to match the parts for me? And you can draw them a little bigger too, so that everyone can see. And it's okay if you get them, if you are not able to match all of the parts perfectly, because that's something that we will learn about and that we can talk about later on after the presentation. If there's still something that you don't understand or you would like to know more about, we can talk about it. I'm going to give you about 1 more minute, so if you don't get them all matched, it's okay. Good job, guys. That's great. I see you got every part up there. And if there's something that you don't understand, you can just talk to me about it after the presentation, and we'll be all good to go. So, thank you for that. So, now we're going to talk about, for guys, what an erection and ejaculation means. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is an erection. Now, an erection can also be called a hard-on or a boner. Those are just two terms that you might hear floating around that guys use or other people may use to describe what is happening to a guy's penis. So, this happens when the penis fills with blood and becomes stiff or hard. Now, during an erection, your penis may be curved up or down, or it can stick out straight. It just depends on, like I said, it just depends on your body. So unexpected erections will happen less often once your body gets used to these changes it's going through. Now, some of your body may, like I said, for the erections, they may happen when you're in class, when you're walking, various other places that they may happen in there are at least expected. Some of the ways that I've heard about that you can fix this is if you're in class, so to speak, you can sit down and cover it up by putting, if you have a jacket on, you can cover it up that way. Some people use like a binder or anything like that to cover it up. So have you guys heard of any ways that if you do have a random erection happening or it's unexpected, what ways would you be able to possibly cover it if you are having those problems?
Well, I heard you remain seated. Also, sometimes wearing maybe an extra pair of basketball shorts underneath your pants. That's how I've heard.
Okay. So, now we're going to move on to ejaculation. Now, ejaculation happens when muscles push the semen into the urethra and out of the penis. So, for the semen, the semen is a whitish, sticky fluid that contains sperm as well as other fluids. Most boys will experience their first ejaculation while either masturbating or sleeping. So, if a boy wakes up to find a sticky spot on his pajamas or his sheets, it happened while he was sleeping, it's told to be called a wet dream. Now, some boys have them and some boys don't. And wet dreams are really common and can happen often less as you get older. Or for some people, they might randomly still pop up from time to time. So now we're going to go into the girl parts matching and labeling activity.